let's be real, people. It's yours if you're feeling it. What about it is yours? Go into that. Deconditioning. This is about the solar plexus center. This is about the emotional wave, the emotional center in human design. Do you have it undefined? And if you do, oh boy, you know the emotional world is quite a wave to ride. Because for those of us that have it undefined or open, we are amplifying the emotions of the people and the places around us. So if you have it undefined, you know what it's like to go very high and very low. And depending on what gates you have active in that center, that's going to give the flavoring, that's going to give the tasting of the energy that's more consistent in you, how you experience emotions. The mantra of the emotional center is no truth in the now. The emotions are experienced as a wave, okay? The emotions are going up and down and up and down. And when you're riding that wave, when you're up, it's so exciting. You're like, oh, I feel amazing. This is ecstasy. This is joy. This is bliss. This is pleasure. I'm on top of the world. I'm unstoppable. I'm high. This is incredible. And the down is despair, anger, rage, deep sadness. And emotions come and go like waves in the ocean. And so what we need to understand is if we are high or low or some extreme emotional expression, this too shall pass. The emotions are an electric circuitry that is teaching you what you need to be aware of. So although you may be amplifying and feeling the emotions of others, they are triggering in your system how you relate to that emotion. So it may not be yours, but it's yours. There is always something of you in that experience, some kind of flavoring of how you experience that. The way that your being, your vehicle operates in the world is how you will experience that emotional wave, how you will experience that emotional expression. So if you have those gates in you, it might give you a flavor, a tasting of the way you experience the emotion. People get really stuck on emotions as if they are truth. Emotions are pieces of information. They're teaching us what we need to know. They're teaching us awareness. They're teaching us how we feel. When we have an explosion of emotions, it's teaching us that there's something within us that wants to be acknowledged, wants to be seen, wants to be expressed. One of the healthiest ways to work with the emotions is to express them in a healthy way. So I'm going to give you some practical things to do with the emotions when you feel overwhelmed with emotions. Here's one thing that I do that is so beneficial. So I'm an artist. Even when I'm not making art, I live the creative lifestyle. I'm constantly seeing the magic, the beauty, the poetry, the music in the moment. Making music, making art, expressing yourself through your body, through dance, or some creative act is such a powerful way to handle emotions. I've written so many songs when I'm in deep despair, deep sadness, or deep ecstasy. Mostly sadness and suffering, to be real. But that's how I empower myself with the emotions. It is fuel, it is passion, it is power, it is like gives you this gas, jacks you up. So you want to use that as fuel to create instead of destroy. So art is my number one go-to for emotions. I'm also going to suggest a technique that's very hard. This is sitting with the strong emotion. Okay, this is literally something comes up. You literally stop everything you're doing if you can be alone. You go into a seated position and you feel what that emotion is. And you imagine that emotion in your body and feel what it is. I had a very intense experience with rage one time. And I was so angry and I wanted to break things. I was so enraged. But I forced myself to sit down and feel the rage in my body. It was so uncomfortable. It was so unpleasant. I wanted to jump out of my skin. It was awful. But what happened was incredible because I just sat there and I felt the rage move like fire. Basically, it became fire and it was running up and down my spine. It was like, ugh, ugh. And I felt like I was on fire, literally burning up. And I had to sort of hold myself to just allow the waves, like literally it was a wave, to move through my body. And then, unbelievable, it started to die down. Right when I thought it was too much, it just stopped. Somehow it stopped. And then this overwhelming peace came over me. I think I experienced the wave of rage. Like for me, what that feels like for me. Everyone's going to have a different expression depending on your design and who you are. So 2 exercises you can do right away. Discerning what is your emotion and what is not your emotion is very hard to do because we get entangled. And even if we feel it's the other person, if we can tell like, oh, this anger is not mine, it triggers your own version of anger. Where have you not expressed your anger? So it's this, oh, it's not mine, it's not mine, it's really not, it's not mine. Let's be real, people. It's yours if you're feeling it. What about it is yours? Go into that, okay? So these are some very basic, simple starters of deconditioning of the emotional center, of becoming aware of the emotional waves. If you want to go deeper, I go very deep into the deconditioning of all the centers in my Mental Projector Mystery School Training Level 1. Check it out below, the link. And if you feel something, give yourself some time to feel if it's right. I would love for you to join me. And that really is my life's experience and my 6 years of experimentation with consciously being a mental projector and how I can practically support you. It's like an ultimate guide to empowering yourself as a mental projector. So check it out below and I'll be back soon. Beijinhos.